Hi, friends. Welcome. My name is Jenny. Thanks for joining me. This is a level 2 intermediate Vinyasa flow. I'm really grateful for you all being here. Along with your yoga mat, you're going to need 2 yoga blocks. We'll use them throughout our practice, and we're actually going to get started using one of them in a supported bridge shape on your spine. So if you'd like to join me, go ahead and lie back on your mat. Grab one of your blocks. You'll bend your knees and plant your feet. Lift your hips, slide your yoga block underneath the lowest part of your spine. So the block is on its lowest height sideways to begin. That way it can really hold your weight and allow you to start to release into the low back and start to decompress, release any usage of the muscles right now so that we can really just get settled and land here and start to detach from any stress that's lingering in the physical body. Feel free here to take your hands down by your sides, or you can keep them on your belly if you'd like to just kind of stay with the inhale and the exhale. And then if you haven't yet done so, go ahead and float your eyes closed. And just take a moment here to notice the peace that comes from that really simplistic action of going within, of relinquishing the responsibility to even have to look at anything right now. Start to let yourself land here in your space, not only physically, but really mentally. Allow yourself to arrive to the present moment in time, detaching from anything that's happened before now. Releasing any thought, worry, or plans for anything that might happen after now. Just allow yourself to land here in this moment that you've carved out of your day for just you. So we start by just allowing the physical body to rest. Can you soften here any expression you're carrying in your face? Soften the creases of your eyes, the inside lines, the outside lines. Unfurrow your brow. And allow your cheeks to fall really heavy towards your jawline. Here, maybe you can even unclench your jaw and remove your top teeth from your bottom teeth. Lighten the pressure of your tongue as it rests against the roof of your mouth. Just softening everywhere that you can. Bring your awareness to the back of your head that rests on your mat. Maybe here, draw your chin slightly towards your chest to lengthen out your cervical spine, the back of your neck. And then let your head rest even heavier on your mat. Shoulders pour open, creating a little bit more space between your collarbones. A little bit more space in the chest. A little bit more space around your heart. A little bit more room for your lungs to breathe. Hips are fully held and supported, so you don't really have to do any work in this moment in time. Just kind of give way into the mat and the prop underneath you. And now that the physical body is a little bit rested, let's begin to slow the breath down. So important. Can you allow yourself to take longer, fuller, deeper breaths in through your nose? Allow that breath to fill up the lungs and the chest, and allow that breath to start to inflate the belly like a balloon. Really long breaths out. Maybe even on this first one, you take a sigh out the mouth. When every last sip of air has left your lungs, take another full deep breath in. Your chest and your ribs expand. Your belly starts to inflate. No restrictions here. Long, complete breath out. Slowing down the cadence, the rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Take your time. So we'll just take a few rounds here on our own. Continue to lengthen and deepen your breathing. Continue to detach your thoughts from wherever else they're wandering to and bring it solely to the here and the now, the breath in and the breath out. That's all that's happening right now. So the next few moments, can you allow your breath to become all that you hear, all that you feel, and all that you think about on your mat? This week is the start of a new year. And Well, I tend to set my intentions around such things. You could be watching this video 6 months from now, 6 days from now. But what's beautiful about that is we can start over at any time. So whatever manifestations and intentions that we have as we end out one year and begin another, we can create those same intentions, those same new beginnings, midday on a Tuesday, any day of the week, any day of the year. Whenever we feel like we need to reset, our yoga mat teaches us that. And I did come across a quote that is really beautiful and powerful for the new year ahead, but also at any time that you need to begin again. That reminder that everything is temporary and we are so powerful that we can start again whenever we need to. From Ruby Doll, this day, this month, and this year are all temporary, just like tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year will be. Nothing stays the same, and that's a truth that I want us to all embrace. The only difference is mindset that we take forward with us. The only difference is that we couldn't change yesterday, but only learn from it. But we have the power to change our tomorrow. The only difference is that even if everything is temporary, we still have the ability to impact this temporarily magnificent world. The only difference is that we, as people, can still live forever, as memories, as lessons, as smudges in the back of other people's best experiences, as lovers, as carers, as friends. The only difference is that yesterday made us who we are today. But what we do today decides who we will be tomorrow, and that is powerful. So perhaps today, as you set your intention for your practice, it's a powerful intention for your tomorrow, knowing that it's all temporary. And we are able to create the life that we want ahead of us. We just allow ourselves to create the mindset for the life that we want ahead of us. Stay here for as many moments as you'd like to. If you're ready to move, ground down through the soles of your feet, lift your hips, remove your prop, and lower your seat back down, one vertebrae at a time. And just land for a moment, let your hips rest. Let's take palms down by the sides now. Inhale, lift your hips as high as your knees, no yoga block. Exhale, begin to lower your seat back down. So just a few rolling bridges here. Start to connect breath to body. Inhale, lift your hips as high as your knees. Exhale, lower your seat back down. Now feel free to incorporate your arms if you'd like to loosen up the shoulder girdle as well. As you inhale and your hips rise, perhaps your arms float overhead, the tops of your hands touch down at the same time that your hips are at their highest point. And as you exhale and you lower your spine down one vertebrae at a time, your hips touch down at the same time as your hands rest down at the same time as your breath exits your lungs. A few more here on your own, starting to find that breath to body connection, that moving meditation, everything timed together. And maybe even notice or acknowledge that when you pull full awareness to the moment, what you're doing in the moment, the mind can detach from any anxieties, any worries, any other thoughts that aren't needed or necessary in the moment. Let's land with hips down. Gather your right knee into your chest. Maybe here you take a few ankle circles to the right and to the left. And we'll take a supine pigeon. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Drop your right knee forward. Flex your right toes up towards your right kneecap. And you could stay right here or lift your left leg in towards the body. You could weave your hands between that little triangle of space you just made and interlace your hands at the back of your left hamstring. Flex all 10 toes upwards. Notice here if you've picked up your shoulders, can you soften them? Can you disengage your abdominals so that your low back can uncurl back down onto the yoga mat as well? One more breath in. One more breath out. Release your left foot back down. Undo the cross in your legs. You could take a few windshield wipers here side to side just to loosen up the hips. And we'll switch sides. So left knee into the chest now. Wrap your arms around your shin. Feel free to take a few ankle circles to the right and to the left. Take your supine pigeon on the other side. So cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Press the left knee forward. Flex the left toes up. You could stay right here or lift the right leg in towards the body. Weave the hands underneath the right hamstring now.
Remembering to drop the shoulders and relax the tailbone down. So this is really good if you have any sciatica or low back pain. You might even feel this a little bit more intensely on one side rather than the other, if that's the case. Release your grip, drop your right foot down, undo the cross, a few windshield wipers once again to the right, to the left. Nice and slow, there's no rush here. And now gather your knees in. Take your time to begin to rock and roll forward and back the length of your yoga mat a few times to massage your spine until you can come up to seated Sukhasana. So crisscross applesauce, it's just a little bit of a wider seat than that. The knees go outward, ground down through your sit bones and lengthen through the crown of your head. Maybe here you take an exaggerated shrug, shoulders gather up towards your ears, draw them back towards the wall behind you, and then let them drip down your back body. Breathe in, stretch your fingertips to the sky and let your palms connect overhead. And as you exhale, gather your hands to your heart and allow your eyes to float back closed if they're open. Take a moment here to set any intention that you have for your time on your mats, for your time tonight, for your day tomorrow, something that you've been working on or just want to feel or experience for the next hour, big or small, whatever your intention is. Let's set and seal our intentions together with breath, practicing as a community. So it's a full deep breath in through the nose, fill up the heart. Part your lips nice, loud, open mouth, exhale. Put your eyes open. Shift forward into a tabletop. And if you're playing along with one of my playlists, feel free to press play now. I really like the December playlist. I can't get away from that. That one goes with any sequence. So feel free to press play or do no music at all. Spread your fingers wide here. Take your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. And it's an inhale for cow. Let your belly fall, slide your shoulder blades back towards your hips, pull your heart forward through your collarbones. Exhale, cat, press down into your palms, round your spine, chin to chest, middle spine high to the sky. Inhale, cow, belly to the earth, heart forward. Feel here like you're trying to slide the skin of your palms towards your knees. Exhale, cat, press down and round. Eyes are closed now. Just start to move with breath. If you practice with your Ujjayi pranayama, that whisper-like sound in the back of your throat, maybe you start to turn up the volume of your inhale and exhale. And we step away from our thinking mind that we're in all day long. And we start to tap into this intuitive feeling body. So just noticing maybe any stiff spaces or movements you'd like to take that would feel good. Maybe you shift back to a child's pose because your intuition says you might need a rest. So shifting into that feeling body over the thinking mind. Maybe one or two more rounds of your cat, your cow. Neutral spine, you guys, whenever you're ready. Gaze between your thumbs, lengthen through the crown of your head. And it's an inhale to send the right leg back in space, three-legged tabletop. Kick the wall behind you with the sole of your foot. Get nice and long through your hamstrings and long through the crown of your head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, tap your right knee with your right elbow with your right knee. Try not to shift forward too much into the palms. Get into the obliques instead. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. This time we stay and hold for a breath in. Breath out. Plant your right foot outside your right pinky toe. The toes turn out, the heel stays on for a lizard shape. And so we can keep this passive our first go around. Let the left hip flexor drop down towards your yoga mat. Stay right here or take the heel of your right hand and press it into the fleshy part of your right thigh. Gently pressing the leg away from the body, maybe leaning back and opening up the heart space a little bit. One big breath in and big breath out. Release your right hand down, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Skandasana to the left. So walk your hands all the way over to the left leg. Sorry, I'm not facing you guys right now. But we'll bend the left leg and turn the right toes up towards the sky. Early on in our practice still, I know. So maybe you use a block underneath your seat. You might be on your left toes or on your hands still. Just being gentle as we open up the hips even more. Just one more breath in here. Exhale, low lunge to the back of your yoga mat. Drop onto your right knee now. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, drop your shoulders heavy down your back body. So now we soften the right hip flexor towards the mat. And in this one, there's a gentle opening of the chest and the heart and shoulders as well. Big inhale. Exhale. Take your hands to your mat, three-legged tabletop. Send your left leg back. So switching sides, get really grounded and rooted through the palms, long through the back of the neck. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap your left knee to your left elbow, get into the openings. And again, inhale, left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Stay here for your breath in. Exhale, plant the left foot outside the left pinky finger. Our passive lizard. Melt your right hip down. You could take that little twist if you'd like. Open the chest and lean back. Not here very long. Release the left hand down. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee. Let's take our Skandasana on the right. So walk your hands all the way over to the right leg now. The right toes turn out. The right leg is bent. Left toes flex up. And so you'll feel this really intensely in the left inner thigh. Can you use your exhales to soften that space instead of resisting and gripping? One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your yoga mat. Drop your left knee now. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Sweep your arms up, but drop your shoulders down. A nice big open chest, space through the collarbones. Using your breath out to release any of that resistance or gripping in the left hip flexor. We just have one more inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Here's a little change. Step your right toes back to meet your left toes. High plank pose, Kumbhakasana. So really strong, grounded through the palms, dome out your shoulders, and it's a confident stance. So you want to look forward and ahead of your yoga mat. Zip up your inner thighs, pull your low belly in and up, and then breathe. Take a big inhale. Strong exhale. Breath in. Calm breath out. Inhale, shift forward on your tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga, nice and slow, all the way to your belly. Try to land in one action. Belly, shoulders, tops of the thighs touch down all at once. Slide your hands back towards your lower ribs. Inhale, baby cobra, Bhujangasana. So we lift the chest without the use of the hands. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Open up your heart, big inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up to high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So our first one of our class. Feel free to take any movements that feel good to you, any habitual movements that really make you feel like you're resetting and touching down in this shape. And for some, that might mean you pedal out your legs, bend one knee, bend the other. Maybe you come to the tippy toes or bend the knees. Maybe your day is full of movement, so some stillness feels nice. Do that instead. Let your head hang. Feel like you're trying to press the floorboards forward and away from you as you let your heart come back towards your upper thighs. A few more breaths. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward towards your thumbs. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Come into a forward fold at the top of your yoga mat. Take your hands to your shins now. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Slide your shoulder blades back, back, back. Exhale, forward fold. And then do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ragdoll. Bend your knees a ton now. Take any strain out of the back line of your legs. Grab opposite elbows and allow your upper body to drape really heavy over your lower body. The weight's forward in your toes. And every breath out, can you feel your spine lengthen? Our forward folds are super calming to the nervous system. So perhaps also with each breath out, you allow something to fall off your shoulders. Maybe that weight of the world that you carry around all day long. Can you set it aside here? Try not to pick it back up as we move. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Take your hands to your shins now. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root down through your feet to rise. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Grow really tall. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, gather your hands to your heart. Samasti Tihi. Surya Namaskara A. Let's flow, you guys. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Swannever Bow, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your palms, step or jump your toes back, high to low plank, and this time we hover. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Flip the tops of the feet down, pull your shoulder blades back towards your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips are high, heels are low. Reset, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's keep going. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, step, jump, travel to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, soften completely. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart, Samasti Thiede. Keep going. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, Dandasana, travel it back. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. You guys know you can skip each and every push-up today and just go straight back to down dog. Once you land, breathe in and breathe out. Final time through, perhaps close your eyes. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, rise to standing. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms come to touch. Exhale, hands to your heart, Samasti Thiede. Breathe, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive or bow, forward fold. Lead with the heart space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, take it back. Let's meet in down dog. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back. Down dog. Take your breath in here and your breath out. Inhale, float your right heel high, three-legged down dog. So three-legged down dog, we want to square the hips. So rotate your right pinky toe down, press energy through the sole of your foot like you could press through the wall behind you. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot between your thumbs. Stay nice and low in the hips, rise high crescent lunge. Biceps come up to frame your ears. There's some balance involved in this shape, so take your time. Let your shoulders drop and lift your chest. And there's a gentle internal rotation. The pinky fingers come inward. Big breath in here. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So now we open up the arms, right arm back, left arm forward. And then here, stretch like you could touch both ends of the room that you're in. Can you drop your shoulders? And every breath out, there's that gentle, subtle action of twisting deeper. We'll just take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Warrior two, inhale, windmill your arms open, and then settle in. So nice deep bend in the right lunge, right knee is directly over your right ankle, and then find your gazeless gaze past your right fingertips. Shoulders just fall. The breath is slow, steady, and deep. One more breath in here. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. So you're going to use your right foot here to push off, and then come on down into the left leg, hands to heart. You can use your hands always to get there. And then again, here we drop the shoulders, we soften any resistance. We can't grow if we're resisting change. So if you're holding your breath or pulling yourself up, just notice that, no judgment, and then just soften that. And just feel how the shape feels different. We just have one more inhale here. Exhale, low lunge to the back of your mat. Inhale, high plank pose. Step left toes to meet your right toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out here. And you guys, we're going to take that breath to movement, same side, before we switch. So take a big breath in and a big breath out. Here we go. Inhale, float your right heel high. Exhale, step right foot between the thumbs. Inhale, high crescent, float up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Inhale, low lunge on the fingertips. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe you take an ekapada here that's just one-footed. The left foot hovers. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back. Down dog. Breathe in and out. Left side. Inhale, float your left heel high. Exhale, step left foot between the thumbs. Distance between your feet here. Rise, high crescent lunge. And we'll stay here for a little bit just to get settled on the ball mount of the right foot. Nice deep lunge in the left leg. Can you drop your shoulders here? Yeah, and then maybe drop them again. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. So now the right arm forward, the left arm back. And we stretch like we could touch both ends of the room. The collarbone's nice and open. And every exhale, there's that little nudge, that little twist, that wringing out the right shoulder forward more, the left shoulder back more. One more inhale and exhale. Warrior two, take your time. Inhale, windmill open, and then settle. Same action with the arms. Shoulders are soft, find your gazeless gaze past your left fingertips and breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the right. So now the left leg is going to create the action. You're going to push off. Notice the left toes flex up, and then you come on down into the right leg. So you can take hands to heart here or use them to help you stabilize, but just try not to hold your breath or create resistance or rigidity. Big breath in. Soften the inner flat thighs, breath out, soften your jaw. We just have one more inhale here. Exhale, lunge to the back of your yoga mats. Inhale, step back, high plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, that big beautiful breath in, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reset, we'll flow that breath to body. So big inhale, big exhale. Here we go. Inhale, float your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Rise up, inhale, high crescent, take your time. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, warrior two, windmill open. Exhale, Skandasana to the right. Round and round we go. Inhale, low lunge on the fingertips, front of the yoga mat. Inhale, or exhale, chaturanga. Take your right leg back, maybe you take your ekapada. And then pause in your down dog, you guys, just a few breaths. You can grab water, that's what I'm gonna do. You can take a child's pose, you could just stay and breathe. Perhaps you reflect on your intention while you're here. Always the ability to begin again, and every breath on our mats, we practice that. From your down dog, start to walk your hands back to your toes at the back of your space. One paw print at a time, take your time to get there in a forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Big toes touch now. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips back towards your heels. So there's a little sliver of space between your heels, but the toes are touching, the ankles are touching, shins and thighs are touching. And then sink your hips back, back, back. Find a little Michael Jackson tuck of the pelvis forward so that the low back isn't overarched. And then your shoulders just drop. And while it may be a challenging pose, the breath is still slow and steady. Big inhale. Unclench your jaw, exhale. Let's take a big breath in. Palms connect overhead. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Now hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. Hands are pressing together here to help the rotation in the ribs. And every breath out, there's that subtle shift, that subtle twist, a moment and opportunity to ring out and leave behind. Maybe something you don't want to carry with you into the new year, into the new day, whatever new beginning you're creating. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Once again, get nice and low. And then right away, palms touch overhead. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. So hook, right elbow outside your left thigh. And every breath out, we're rotating the upper body to chase the thumbs. The legs are stagnant here. They're really strong and stable. Just the upper body shifts. Rings out, ring out, and breathe. One more inhale. One more exhale. Forward fold, let it go. Breathe in, halfway lift. Look where you're going. Exhale, downward facing dog. So walk your hands forward, back to the top of your mats. Here we go, you guys. Inhale, send your right heel high. Exhale, take your right knee to your left elbow, crisscross, get it to touch. Inhale, send your right heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, chin to chest, press the mat away. Three-legged dog, send it up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, pause. Stay for the breath in. Breath out, lizard. This time we keep it active, the back leg lifted. Inhale, twist, bring the right arm up. Exhale, horizon lunge. Now watch the right hand as it reaches towards the back of your yoga mat. Drop your hips low to a hover and maybe watch the right thumb. Inhale, rainbow shape the body. Send the right arm up, up, up and overhead. Exhale, lower to your hover. And again, inhale, rainbow shape the body. Exhale, lower. Last one, here's a change. Inhale, rainbow shape the body. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon, turn the right toes forward. Start to stack the hips and shoulders to the left now. Maybe a yoga block under the right hand. There's so many different variations here. Might want to play with Chapasana, sugar cane, bending the left leg and grabbing a hold of the left foot. You could play with hovering the right fingertips off the ground. Wherever you're at, can you breathe and know that it's only temporary? We create how we want to feel in each moment. So here, maybe you just feel playful. No worries. One more breath in. Let's land in a star pose. Take your time, bend the right leg, land the left leg, and then burst the arms open. So lift the chest, toes are out, heels are in, lean back. Really powerful shape. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, horse pose. So the toes are out, the heels are in still as you have a seat. Come into a squat, hands to your heart. I'm going to face you guys and just hope that I don't get all mixed up when I turn back around. So breathe here, drop the shoulders, unclench the jaw. Let's reach the arms up big. Inhale, we'll take eagle arms on the right arm under the left, cross at the elbows and the wrists. If that's inaccessible, you guys can just wrap in a hug. So from here, inhale, lift the chest, stay low in your squat. Exhale, begin to bow slightly, tap the elbows in towards the belly button, round the spine. And then do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round in. Inhale, lift up. Stay. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, start pose, burst open. I'm going to turn back around. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your yoga mat. Reverse warrior big. Inhale, stretch it up, stretch it back. Exhale, low lunge to wild thing. So don't think too much about it. Left toes are going to spin around and land on the right side of your mat. Now the hips lift, the left arms up and overhead. So big old back bend. Breathe into all that space. Big inhale. Let's take fallen triangle. Look down at the right thumb. Left hand comes down, send the left leg through. Now lift your hips. Just a different perspective here. Big breath in, look down. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, plant your right palm, step back, halfway lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, float your right heel high. Let's keep going, building that fire. Exhale, low lunge, step between the thumbs. Rise high crescent. Once you get there, settle in, drop the shoulders. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, exalted warrior. So now the right hand flows back, the left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. So much like our prayer twist, we hook the left elbow outside the right thigh, the palms meet, and we're rotating the chest to chase the thumbs. We just have a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, warrior two, windmill open. Right leg is the front leg. Exhale, side angle pose, right elbow to your thigh or your fingertips to the mat. So the goal in this shape is to open the chest. So if it were sunny outside or even daylight, could you get some sunshine on the outer right ribs? So leaning the chest back. You could bind here if that feels good in the body. Half bind. One more breath in. One more breath out. Gently rise, inhale, warrior two, and let's settle here on the exhale. Dancing warrior. Inhale, straighten the right leg, palms touch. And again, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, palms touch. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, palms touch. Spin on the heels, warrior two to the front of your yoga mats. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the left leg, stretch the left arm up, 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 and back, creating a long line of energy from the fingertips through the ribs to the toes. Move into all that space, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Bump your hips back, lengthen your spine until you can't anymore, and then just float the arms open to 6 and 12. Could use a block here if you'd like. Any amount, can you nudge the hips forward and then rotate the shoulders back.
Are you breathing here? Reverse warrior. Bend in. Inhale, stretch up, stretch back. Exhale, standing splits. Cartwheel your hands down, launch off the right toes, hold over the left leg. Get nice and low with the heart. So it's just a forward fold with a scary name. So the right leg is lifted just effortlessly as the upper body just melts down. Let the head hang. You can check it yes, no. If you're working on a handstand, feel free to play here. Take a big inhale, send the right heel higher. Exhale, Jiva squat. Tap the left ankle with the right. Look forward and ahead. Back to your standing splits. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Right toes meet your left toes. Halfway lift. Forward fold, root to rise. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Let your palms meet. Exhale, hands to your heart. Samasti to heat. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Get regrounded. Reset. Begin again. Perhaps here, come back to your intention for a moment. Slow the breathing down. Let's make our way back to downward facing dog. Feel free to add a crow on if you'd like to on the way back, or anything else you're craving today. Take a breath in your down dog. Big breath out. Here we go. Other side. Left heel high. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow crisscross under the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bring it up. Knee to nose. Exhale, round and press the mat away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Send it high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Get it to touch and pause. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lizard. Set the left foot outside the left pinky finger. Inhale, twist it up. So the left arm breathes open. Exhale, horizon lunge. So now watch the left hand as it reaches towards the back of your mat. The right hip lowers. Breathe in, rainbow shape the body. Inhale, up and overhead. Exhale, lower. Inhale, in rainbow shape. Exhale, lower. Here's a change. Inhale, rainbow shape the body. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon, left hand down. Open the hips now and the shoulders to the right. If you're struggling with this shape with balance, no worries. We all struggle with the shape with balance. You could grab your yoga block. You could flex your right foot. That's going to help stabilize the upper body. And then find one gazing point that's unmoving. So maybe something on the ground. And then make sure those breaths are slow, steady, and deep. Take your time, you guys. Let's land in star pose. Woo. Toes are out, heels are in. Stretch the fingertips wide, lean the heart space back, and breathe. Can you drop the shoulders? Can you feel courageous in this shape? Let's exhale, horse pose. So bend in, hands to hearts, knees stacked over ankles, but the toes are out and the heels are in. And so on this side, breathe in, arms stretch up. Exhale, eagle arms on the left arm is going to sweep under the right, cross at the elbows and the wrists. So stay low in your strong legs. Inhale, tip the upper body up. Exhale, begin to round in and crunch elbows towards the belly button. You'll feel an intense stretch in your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round in. Inhale, neutralize the spine. Exhale, sink a little deeper if you can. Inhale, back to your star pose, open up. Exhale, warrior two, back of your yoga mat. Reverse warrior. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Exhale, low lunge, hands frame your right foot, wild thing, right toe spin around, and land on the outside, long edge of your mat, hips high, heart open. Okay, you guys, one more big breath in here. Gaze down, take your fallen triangle, right palm meets the mat, send your right leg through, come to the blade edge of your right foot, hips high, heart open, different perspective. Gaze down, chaturanga when you're ready, plant your left palm, step it back, lower halfway to your mat. Upward dog or cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog, breathe in, and out. Float your left heel high, big inhale. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, rise high crescent. Take your time.
Once you find your balance here, biceps frame your ears, exhale, take your open arm twist to the left. Now left arm back, right arm forward, and then stretch here. Once again, like you could touch both ends of the space. Exalted warrior. Inhale, float the right arm up, left hand back. Exhale, move into all that space, revolved crescent lunge. Hook your right elbow outside your left thigh, and then hands need to rotate. Big breath in and out. Inhale, warrior two, left leg is the front leg. Exhale, side angle pose, reach forward, take your left elbow to your thigh, and then lean your chest back. You could bind here or half bind. It would feel good. This side might have different sensations than the other side. Just one more big breath in and out. Warrior two, take your time, inhale, rise. Settle on your exhale. Inhale, straighten your left leg, palms touch, dancing warrior. Exhale, back to your warrior two, get low. Inhale, dancing warrior, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Here's the change. Inhale, dancing warrior, spin on your heels. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your space. Reverse triangle, straighten your right leg and stretch your right arm up, 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 and back. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lengthen your spine, bump your hips back, and then open your arms to 6 and 12. Hips come forward, shoulders tip back slightly, and then think about maybe lengthening the right side of your waist. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend in, stretch up and back. Exhale, standing splits, hands meet your mat. Fold off your left toes, fold over your right leg, and let your upper body just melt. Stay here. Feel free to just focus on the height of the left heel and then the softening in the back of the neck and the upper body. You could have to handstand or maybe take a bind, grab a hold of your ankle with one hand or both. We just have a big inhale here, left heel higher. Exhale, Jiva squat, get low. Tap your right ankle with your left. And again, inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Left toes meet your right toes. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out to fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Let's take the palms to touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Samasti Tahi. Close your eyes. Reset. Begin again. Inhale. And exhale. Make your way to down dog however you'd like to. Add anything in, take anything out. You could very well just step back there. And we have one final standing series. Meet you in down dog. Let's breathe in together here and out together here. Here we go. Inhale, send your right heel high. Exhale, crisscross, right knee, left elbow, just where we were before. Inhale, send it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, core plank really strong. Round your spine, shoulders over wrist, press the mat away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, listen close. Figure four, down dog. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh as you press your upper body back towards your left leg. So I like to hook my right toes kind of around the outside of my left leg. And now begin to walk your hands back. We're going to come into a standing figure four at the back of the mat. So might be helpful to grab blocks under the hands or, a piece of furniture works too. Bend the left leg. Now you're going to feel that in your outer right butt. Find the gazing point and take your time to elevate. Lift your upper body, hands to heart. Flex the right toes just like we did in our supine pigeon. Drop the shoulders and breathe. Hands stay at your hearts. Let's take one-legged Tadasana. So right knee to your chest. Take your time. Draw your low belly in here. Allow your core to do the work. Try not to lean back, but flex the right toes up. Kick your right foot forward. Feel as though you could footprint the wall ahead of you without buckling in the back. Right toes lift. Use your quadriceps. Use your core. Take a big inhale. Exhale, step on your right foot wherever it lands. One-legged Tadasana, sweep the arms up, pull your left knee into your chest. Let's take full eagle, Garudasana. So left leg over right, have a seat into the right leg, real tight cross of the legs.
Left arm under right, cross at the elbows and the wrists. Take your time here. Even though this is a compressive shape, you're all bound up. Can you create some feeling of peace, a sensation of softness in the body? The mindset creates the outcome. Everything else is temporary. Keep your arms. Take your time. Left knee to chest. I know this is tough. Kick and extend the left foot forward. Try not to buckle the low back. Toes to the sky. Take a big inhale. Step on your left foot. Fly to eagle arm warrior 3. Lift the right toes off the mat. Teeter totter. Upper body down. Take your time. Kick the wall behind you with the sole of your right foot long through the crown of your head. Warrior 1. Big inhale. Land. Woo. Right toes flat on an angle. The right hip comes forward, left hip comes back. Exhale, airplane your arms. Sweep them back and hover. Interlace your hands at your low back. Press your hands down. Now lift your chest up, up, up. And take your humbled warrior bow down the center line of your left leg. Let your arms just go. Should feel pretty good after our bound eagle shape. This shape is all about surrender and trust. So getting pretty close to the ground without the use of our hands. You'll catch yourself if you fall. So see if you can find some let go action in the upper body. No worries. Release your hands. Wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Walk your hands to the right. Toes turn in now, heels turn out as you get upside down. Let your head just hang, and the weight is in the toes more than the heels. Close your eyes here and just take a few deep breaths. This is the longest time we're going to be in this shape. So perhaps you take your headstand or anything else you're working on from here. Last breath in now. And breath out. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Here we go, other side. Inhale, left heel high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, crisscross left knee, right elbow, get it to touch. Set it up, big inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, chin to chest, press the mat away. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, drop your hips low, stay. And then come into your figure 4 down dog. Press your left ankle over your right thigh. This side is so much more difficult for me to get that grip. So totally okay. Begin to bend your right knee more. That's going to help as you tiptoe walk your hands back to your right foot. Okay, you might need to use your hands to help adjust. Bending your right knee is going to give you more accessibility. Feel free to hold on to a piece of furniture or blocks. And then take your time to come to standing in your figure 4. One of these days I'm going to totally wipe out while teaching, and I don't know how to edit these videos. So one of these days you'll get to see that. Let your shoulders fall here. Flex your left toes. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Hands stay at your heart. Straighten your right leg, pull your left knee to your chest, and then use your core here to find some length, some height. Kick and extend your left foot forward. Really reaching through the sole of your foot like you could touch the wall ahead of you. Big breath in. Exhale, step on your left foot wherever it lands. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Pull your right knee to your chest. Exhale, full eagle, Garandasana. So the right leg crosses over the left, then the right arm comes under the left. Cross at the elbows and the wrists. Really good for the lymphatic system, for your joints, for focus. Breathe calmly here. Keep your arms. Take your time. Lift your right knee to your chest. You can extend your right foot forward, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And now step on your right foot wherever it lands. Teeter-totter your warrior 3 with your eagle arms. Set the upper body down as the left toes float off the earth. Press through the sole of your foot, lengthen through the crown of your head. You have this. Inhale, warrior 1, land. Drop the left foot flat now on an angle, the biceps. Sweep up to frame your ears. Nice open heart. Exhale, airplane your arms, sweep back. Interlace your hands at your low back now. Maybe find the opposite grip, if you can remember. Inhale, press your hands down and lift your chest up, up, up. Exhale, bow.
Doubled warrior fold now down the center line of your right leg. Let your arms just spill. And clench your jaw. Maybe lower your hips. Release your hands. Wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padasana. Our last time here, and we're only going to be here for about 3 rounds of breath. So toes are in, heels are out. Just getting upside down. On the fingertips, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge to the front of the room. Step back, high plank pose. Let's take our final vinyasa here, you guys. Feet back in downward facing dog. A big inhale if you're taking your upward facing. And a big exhale back, down dog. Float your right heel high. Bend your right leg, stack your hips open. So the right knee points to the sky. The right hip bone stacks on top of the left, so the pelvis is open to the right. Take our pigeon on the right. So take your right shin forward. We've done lots of lizards, which gets into the inner thighs and the inner hips. Our pigeon kind of hits more of an outer gluteus medius area, the piriformis area. So just a different perspective and a different way to open. So take your time here to get settled. Lengthen your back leg. And then maybe you come onto forearms or blocks. Start to let yourself slow down. So sometimes this is the hardest part of the practice for some of us. Start to just utilize all the tools in your tool belt. Close your eyes, soften your expression, unclench your jaw. Soften each finger on each hand. Breathe deeply. And notice the subtle shifts you're able to create when you practice creating peace in the breath, in the mind. And create space where there's sometimes lingering tension. Things we pick up, we're like sponges. Things we hold on to for far too long. Utilizing these still moments of breath to move through all of that. Plant your palms, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, come back to 3-legged downward facing dog. Any movements that might feel good, maybe some stillness. Take the left side when you're ready. Float your left heel high now, bend your knees, stack your hips. Take your pigeon on the left. So left shin forward, lengthen your spine, and then come on down. And we're gonna be here for about a minute. And I'll give you that time in quiet. Three more really deep breaths in and out. Use your hands to lift your chest. Come back to 3-legged down dog. Any movements that might feel good. Go ahead and drop to your knees now. Send your legs straight ahead. And we'll take a Paschimottanasana, straight leg forward fold. Shimmy your seat so you can sit real tall. Grounded through the sit bones. Lengthen your spine and feel like you're lengthening both sides of your waist. Take a big breath in. Reach up and out of the waist to forward fold. So lengthen, lengthen, lengthen first, and then hands land anywhere. And you could take a moment to refine and pull the heart forward through the toes, and then drop chin to chest. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Cultivating calm, peace, and quiet. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come all the way down to your spine. I like to bend my knees before I do that. And then once you come down, we'll take one round of traditional bridge. We took our supportive bridge earlier. Feel free to take the same variation or ground down through the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands. Exhale here. Inhale, lift your hips as high as your knees. Knees disappear from view. And then feel free to shimmy your arms underneath you. Interlace your hands and press your straight arms down. Disengage your glutes here. Try not to look around at anything. Keep your neck stable. Really good for circulation here. Good for the immune system. Let's take one more inhale and exhale, lower. One vertebrae at a time. Gather your knees to your chest. Exhale, spinal twist to the right. Arms are wide now, eyes are closed. Let your head fall towards the left hand. Breathe deeply. Roll back to your spine, knees to chest. Spinal twist other side. Exhale as you drop your knees to the left. Gaze to the right. Final opportunity to ring out before we rest. Roll back to your spine as you inhale. Let's take a happy baby pose. Grab the blade edges of your feet, draw your knees outside your ribs. Let your tailbone uncurl onto the mat. The shoulders are still heavy. Feel free to sway side to side. Or just find some stillness. And anything else you might need from your practice before we come into Shavasana. Knees to chest, a final squeeze, a generous hug, big inhale. Exhale, Shavasana, legs are long, palms come up by your sides. And just rest. Let everything melt into the mat underneath you. Close your eyes here. Soften here any expression. Start to soften the feeling of your breath. Allow yourself to feel just held and supported by the mat, by the earth, so you can give way a little bit more. Really soaking up this time where you have no responsibilities, nowhere to be, nothing to do, nothing to take care of. Just you on your mat. These final few moments just to be. And I'll share with you a quote once again from Ruby Dahl. This day, this month, and this year are all temporary, just like tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year will be. Nothing stays the same, and that's a truth that I want us all to embrace. The only difference is the mindset that we take forward with us. The only difference is that we couldn't change yesterday, but only learn from it. But we have the power to change our tomorrow. The only difference is that even if everything is temporary, we still have the ability to impact this temporarily magnificent world. The only difference is that we as people can still live forever as memories, as lessons, as smudges in the back of other people's best experiences, as lovers, as carers, as friends. The only difference is that yesterday made us who we are today, but what we do today decides who we will be tomorrow, and that is powerful. I invite you guys to stay and enjoy your Shavasana for at least a few minutes, for as long as you have. So important. I'm going to leave you here. Thank you for practicing with me tonight. Blessings on your journey. Namaste.